Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Kelsey makes the catch. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On the move, past the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Completes this one to Rice. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
In Kansas City, going to the dime look on 3rd down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Williams will look to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw by Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just... We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pressure comes, Williams. Moore's got it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears dealing with 2nd and 13.
Track 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Williams set to pass. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll get it up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Sunday. 15. Yellow.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They've got a man in motion. First down, Williams. Komet brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Williams to throw on first. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and it puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that. Come on, set. Ready.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chicago first down. Williams to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 43.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brocco 80.
Now they send their back in motion right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Chiefs take possession of the football.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Working from the gun, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs
That's a game, brother.
ball back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Mahomes throwing for 2. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got him, that's Swift. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
19 tight, 19 tight.
At the 30-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. They just get the play off. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Go.
Williams from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
60 Maverick, go!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Ready?
Good for the Chicago Bears.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's go!
He had it
Fuck outta here.
Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right
Shit ain't
there
gonna work
is a
twice.
group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. 2-score game, gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, partner.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go!
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears at a 2-score deficit.
Ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set, check go!
To throw. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp.
Flip my ass on the sticks, nigga.
Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Escapes out to the left. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
28, Bears 9.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete.
Stop playing me, bro.
On through the contact. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they face second down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set. Buffalo 18. Hut.
To throw is Williams. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11.
Good for Chicago Bears.
Go.
Now Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, Williams. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail, it would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very
Bro,
good
what the
between
fuck?
20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 15 at the 41-yard line.
Set up. Ready, ready.
Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted.
Bum ass bitch.
And the Chiefs take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to